Good morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here at Breakfast Television. Well, it's certainly spring now, and if you're thinking about decluttering your home, boy, timing is perfect. We're finding out now about how you can declutter for a great cause. I am joined by Ruth Penner. She is here from Royal LePage Prime Real Estate. So thank you, Ruth, very much for coming down. A big weekend with a national fundraiser and a great Winnipeg tie-in as well. Why don't you tell us what's happening on Saturday?
Well, on Saturday, Royal LePage Prime at 1877 Henderson Highway is having a garage sale. And it's the first year that Royal LePage across the country is doing a national garage sale. So there's going to be about 140 plus spots across the country that's doing this in order to raise funds to help women's shelters for women and children in crisis.
Now, you say that Royal LePage has been helping out shelters for the past decade now, since 1999.
That's correct. And what's unique is that Royal LePage is the only real estate company that has its own foundation, and our cause is to make people aware of violence in the home, because, you know, we sell homes, but we also believe that everybody has the right to have a safe home. So we want to just do whatever we can to help make people aware of this crisis and also raise funds to support crisis centers. And in Winnipeg, it's Osborne House.
And it's such a wonderful focus, and we are going to be chatting with Carol of Osborne House a little bit later on in the show, finding out a little bit about what they do to help women here in Winnipeg and in Manitoba. But let's talk a little bit about this garage sale itself. For people that are, you know, wanting to donate items, what should they be looking for? Is it limited to, you know, kids stuff? Is it everything that you're looking for?
It's everything, and we have on site the most amazing collection of articles that it has just absolutely overwhelmed us. We have 3 huge garages, 8 by 20 feet and about 10 feet high, that is just packed full. Today alone they're doing 60 pickups from people who have read our ads, have been aware of it, from all over the city. Couches, we have a piano, a beautiful piano, and of course the regular treasures that the treasure hunters will be out, household things, toys. The only thing that we're not really too keen on is the clothing, but we have lots of clothing, and we'll give it to the organization that helps women from Osborne House.
All right, so lots of things that you're looking for, and of course if you're a garage sailor, this is going to be one of the hot places to be. Just the amount of stuff that's going to be there. Where can people drop them off again?
1877 Henderson Highway.
And when do you need them by?
Well, for sure by Thursday, because the pricing is just a huge task, and we're just working almost round the clock. So we expect our Winnipeggers to just come right out and buy the stuff, and they can even make donations to the cause.
Excellent. So take some time, declutter your home, drop it off by Thursday to 1877 Henderson Highway, and then head on down there Saturday and help out a great cause. Ruth, thank you very much for coming down and talking to us about it. We're also going to be finding out a little bit more about Osborne House later on in the show. Good morning, and thanks so much for staying with us here at Breakfast Television. A little bit earlier on in the show, we were talking about the Royal LePage Shelter Foundation National Garage Sale for Shelter. Osborne House is benefiting from this. We're going to find out a little bit more about the organization right now. Carol Ellerbeck is the Executive Director of Osborne House. So thank you, Carol, first of all, for coming down. Tell me a little bit about Osborne House.
Well, Osborne House has actually been serving the community of Winnipeg and Manitoba for the last 35 years, which makes it the second oldest in Canada, and it's the largest shelter in the province of Manitoba. We have a capacity of 45 beds, and we provide a place of safety, support, shelter to women and their children who are fleeing domestic violence. In this past year, we provided shelter to just over 1,600 women and children, and we also operate a 24-hour crisis line. We've answered almost 7,000 calls in the last year to our crisis line. So when women and children come into shelter, not only are they provided with a place to stay, food, clothing, individual counseling, we have group support programs, we offer the 24-hour province-wide crisis line, and for women who are in the community but not in shelter but would like to take advantage of our services, we also have a follow-up and outreach program. And women who have left shelter and moved back into the community who still need the help of Osborne House can also come to the follow-up program. We also provide a children's program, and over the last 10 years, Royal LePage has donated $73,000 to Osborne House, and in this past year, their donation paid for our children's program, because many of the children that come into Osborne House with their mothers have witnessed domestic violence, and they have their own struggles as well, and so we're able to provide a children's counselor and a respite children's program, because in the short time they're in shelter, the women have a lot of work to do.
Right.
They have a lot of appointments. They have to look for housing, see lawyers, develop protection plans, maybe the medical appointments. So this program allows us to give mums the respite, and sometimes they just need a break from their kids so
Sure.
they can go out and do all these things.
Wonderful. So the work that you do obviously is quite incredible and very much needed here in the community. So big thanks then to Royal LePage for bringing awareness to it. The garage sale is happening this Saturday, May 23rd, between 8 and 2 at 1877 Henderson Highway. And you said there's going to be a big parrot out front?
There is.
Yeah.
Inflatables by George has donated the parrot. He's also donated some canopies for the tables. And we have quite a number of other sponsors which we'd like to mention. The Winnipeg Free Press donated 6 ads, Sobeys, Safeway, The Marketplace, U-Haul, Transit Printing, and King's Transfer, who now provide year-round pickup service for Osborne House free of charge, are also going to have 2 of their staff on site to help people load up their vehicles with whatever they buy. And for everybody that donates $10 or more, they will receive a tax receipt, and their name will be entered in a draw for a $200 certificate from Petro-Canada Centre Guard.
Wonderful. You guys seem to have thought of everything, and as you mentioned, a number of organizations helping out with this, and of course, your help is appreciated too. So if you have some items to donate, you've got to get them in by Thursday. 1877 Henderson Highway is the address. Donate those items, drop them off, and then head on down there on Saturday and support Osborne House when you help them out with their garage sale.
Thanks a lot.
Wonderful. Thank you.